detailed preview. So yeah, so that's what that's what it will look like when we were to go cut it. And so if I were to go ahead and carve this, um, what I need to do is, you see how it's got a red exclamation point? Excuse me. So what that's telling you is that Easel is the values that you have in the boxes are untested, and so they're just saying, hey, we you might want to look at this because we don't know what bit you're using. Where if you use one of the suggested bits that Easel has, say we were going to use the 1/8 inch single flute end mill. Yeah, you see how, yeah, that ain't going to work for me. Still there. I thought, yeah, it's telling you that it's not liking the bit, but I always just put that as 1mm, and then I come in here, and so if you're using a Pro 3018, these settings are meant for big machines. The Pro 3018 is not can't do this. You're gonna burn out your motor and break your device. So you come over here, you click on the custom part. I usually back this down to about, let's go 20. I usually cut this in about half, but I will put it at about, let's do 4. Why not 4.5? Why not? And then the depth per pass, I usually keep where it's at. The next thing you can do is you can decide if you want to use offset, so it goes starts in the middle and works its way out, or you can have it so it just starts on the x-axis and goes all the way, comes back. I usually just leave it as offset, and then the y-axis where it would go up and down, you got to pay for that. So yeah, so that will do that. So we're going to keep our customs. Now next thing you can do is you'll simulate to see how long it's going to take for this to cut that. So it's saying about 21 minutes. You can actually play how it's going to cut. If you want, you can speed it up to see exactly where the tool is going to go. Let me speed it up. So yeah, this drill press has a lot of detail to it, but it looks really cool once it's all done. And boom, it's all done. Alright, so if I wanted to go ahead and carve this, I would go up here and I would click carve. Now I don't have anything on my device or on the CNC machines, but I'm still going to show you. So you're going to measure your material. You're going to make sure that it's the thickness that you want, or that the material is the exact thickness. I usually just put 0.5 inches. The material is actually 0.75, but once again, I'm not cutting all the way through, so I just put it as 0.50. Make sure your material is secure. Once again, it's going to want you to confirm what bit you want to use. We're using a customized 1.0mm bit. So you can confirm your bit size. And then what you'll do is you'll jog the machine to the lower left part of the material, and that's the working 0. Once you got that, you can confirm, oh, this is where you can determine how fast or how much you want that single jog to do. So you can have it move just very little. You can have it move a whole inch if you wanted to. I usually start off with 0.1, and then once I get close enough, when I do the Z, I'll go ahead and go down to 0.01, and I'll really get it right to where it's touching the material. So, all right, so back to what we were doing, squirrel. Confirm work 0. So then you're going to raise the bit. You're going to tell the machine to turn it on, the spindle. And you're going to indicate that the spindle is on. And then when you're ready, you click carve. But like I said, I don't have any material on there. But if I were, it would start carving. Now, if you make a mistake, say you need to go back, you just go back to where you believe you made a mistake. And you say, oh, wait, my material's not secure. All right, material secure, confirm bit size, confirm work 0. Why didn't you turn off? This is unedited. There it goes. But you can go back and say if you're not at the start carving point and you make mistakes from here, you can go back and the machine won't continue to run like it was. But if you need to shut it off, just press the X button. So that is just kind of the basics of bringing in an image into Easel and setting up how you want excuse me, how you want it to cut on your project. The other options that you have with Easel, I've done a few. I've played around. They have different apps that you can use, and I've done the border one where you type in. Let me find it. Equal spacing. That's a good one. So you have to say I wanted to make sure that this right here has equal space. Say I were to do the words individually instead of doing it all in one text box. What I would do is I'd go to apps and I would come down here and I click equal spacing, and like I said, if it wasn't one text box, then it would have all the letters or the words listed, and you can tell it, okay, I want the spacing direction either vertical, horizontal, or both, so you want it all lined up. Spacing type on the center, space between, and then you can add additional spacing if you want. And then once you have that all done, then you click on the import, and it'll bring that image, or it'll bring that in spaced out perfectly, and then you put it in your piece of wood where you want it to cut. But yeah, there's a lot of different apps. Easel's so user friendly, that's why I love using it. Some people use other software, but Easel's just so much easier to use. Also, if you run into any issues, you can contact support, and they're pretty good about getting back with you. But if you did not purchase the like the X-Carve or one of Inventable's products, they can help you with the 3018, but you're better off contacting whoever you purchased the 3018 from. But if you're using an X-Carve, you can contact their support and they can walk you through on why your machine is not doing what's supposed to be doing, or if you have a software issue, they can talk you through on how to get through that problem. But yeah, I've had to email them in the past, and they're, like I said, they're pretty quick. Plus, they also have a forum, a community forum that you can go to, and it has all these different categories, specifically the X-Carve, different projects that people have listed. Yeah, you can go on here, and so different little projects people have done. There's also, let's see if I can find it, if I remember exactly where it's at. So here are projects that people have actually uploaded, like, hey, check out what I made, and if you wanted to do it, let's say gifts for her, you know, Mother's Day's coming up, honeycomb candle holder, why not? So it'll show up, all right, this is the image, and you can actually say, all right, they'll tell you what material they used, and you can be like, you know what, I want to open this in Easel. So you'll click open Easel, and it'll open it up exactly the settings that they had and how they cut it, and you can make these honeycomb tea light candle holders. So it's really cool. It's a lot of fun to play around with, and at first you're going to struggle, but the more you do and the more you practice, the better you'll get. You know, that good old saying. But so yeah, so that's just a quick little introduction into Easel. There's so much more you can do. Maybe I'll do another video depending on how many likes I can get on this video. Maybe I'll do another video about the other features of Easel that I have used in the past. But please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the Grace Wood Shop. Y'all have a good day.